Hey there, welcome to Brian's Bitcoin Bites, where me, Brian, give you bites of information on Bitcoin. Today I want to talk about where Bitcoin is now since its inception 10, 11 years ago. To help me do that, I'm going to show you a clip of a video with Simon Dixon being interviewed and what he has to say to us that specific question. So we'll leave it to Simon to talk about it, and I will come back in a moment. Over to you, Simon.
So, Simon, obviously the institutions are coming into Bitcoin now. You've been there right from the start. You spoke at the first ever Bitcoin conference in Prague. I believe the people there were sort of wearing, the anonymous masks and so forth. 10 years on, is Bitcoin now what you kind of thought it would be? What's the major sort of surprises for you, or?
Bitcoin has superseded all my expectations at that time. This was, at that time, I was in a pretty bad place in terms of I was part of a community called the Monetary Reform Community, and there was no hope. We were trying to persuade bankers and politicians that they need to reform the system that they're benefiting from because it's not going to be sustainable. And it was, I remember going to these meetings where it'd be, nothing against pensioners. I got a lot of respect for the wisdom of elderly people, but the monetary reform community was a bunch of non-tech savvy, elderly people that were concerned about their pension and savings. And it was going nowhere. It was pretty depressing. Bitcoin came along, and suddenly there was this channel of hope that we didn't need to speak to politicians. We didn't need to get banks to change anything. We could just create a financial system that exists outside. And I had a lot of hope for that. And because I was trying to do something, build something in that space, it was really, really like a solution to a problem that I wanted to exist. But I didn't really think that we would ever get this far. But now, people talk about how slow Bitcoin adoption is, but I can't believe in a decade, something that nobody had ever heard of, that was just a handful of people in a room, now pretty much every person in the world has heard of. They probably don't know what it is. They may not have engaged with it. They probably think it's a currency just for drug dealers, a Ponzi scheme, a scam, or a get-rich-quick scheme. But the fact is, we're now at the phase where everyone in the world has heard about it. Now the institutions, I think the next bull wave is coming from companies that want to put, what a brilliant strategy. Take 1% of your millions that you've got on reserves as a public company and hold it in Bitcoin.
So that was what Simon had to say. Mr. Simon Dixon, amazing guy, YouTube channel, check him out. Been around for a long time, seen it, done it, knows what he's talking about. Bitcoin for everybody.